Okay. So I have a new one. I've actually had this one up as my wallpaper on my computer for the past little while. Decided to pull it up and draw on it. And I discovered something that's really fun. Abstract, but also convincing. So we're only going to look at the reds right here. You can kind of notice there's the red, red, blue, blue, red, red, blue, blue, blah, blah, blah. Get out of here, fly. And so when you look at it, you have a red thing here pointing toward the center. And I'm going to, just through what I do, make it like this. Just because it's kind of the mythology of what I've been doing already. If you've been able to follow it through the stories. And then right after that one, oops, you have the feminine symbol for female. So then, make that one the blue. And technically you could start off with the red over here and then blue in center and, you know, whatever. And then, right after that, you get, and some of me wants to think that this is two little things right here, and maybe it is, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to say it's 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the center point. And the only way you can get the 6 points out of these two, well, technically you can't really, unless if you build into this one, which is possible, but just for what I'm doing. The only way to get 6 is to create the other sphere. And as you remember, this is the world in which Sophia created by herself. Far more psychologically deep than that. That's just the story explanation for it. So, and I could bore you with the 6 points, but I won't. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because that's not really the essence of what I'm going for in this. The next thing, there's all these exterior things right here, and I don't have any explanation for what those are. But you'll note that you have kind of 3 flower, like flower of life lines coming off of it. You know, whoops. You can think of it as something like this. Right? So, the way to create that, well, you'll notice that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, because that's somewhat important. So then, I'll go ahead and do all of the geometry that leads to the 8. You know, there's the whole thing where you witness yourself. Because you witness yourself, the Father comes and gets you, and then it gets reflected back. And then we just use this as a center point. Watched one of my videos, and I really liked that I did this. And I stopped doing that, but it's another little extra step, but I like doing that because it's not really meant to be there. It's just kind of a invisible line, but visible, which helps me create the diamond. Then because of that, I get those 4 right there. And these are my guidelines. kind of another thing that's not so much a line as it is just a reference point. But I'll go ahead and leave those thick. That's not lined up, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. So, whoops, there's the 8 points. So, I'm going to go ahead and minimize everything except for the octagon. Alright. So this is where we get into the flowers. And so instead of doing the seed of life, I don't know exactly what it's called. I'm just going to start calling it the 8-pointed flower of life. Just the same as I do with the 12-pointed flower of life. It's just a flower of life that has 8 points on it. Oh, let me minimize that guy right there too. Damn it. There we go. So you'll notice you have one smaller, the second one's medium, third one's larger. They just keep getting larger. When you look at what you create after only drawing the 8 circles for the 8-pointed star, or the flower of life, you have one small one. Of course, that goes around. You have another small one, and that goes all of the way around. Then you have the largest one, which also goes all of the way around. So I'm gonna... It's almost like the picture is begging me to make a 4th one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Now that I have those points, I'm going to make another round. Yeah, that one made it. So you'll notice with that I can select these. And right now there's only 4 per, I don't even know what you call it, triangle, sort of. And if you do what it's begging you to, you turn them red, and you get this design. I should have kept those. 2, 3, 4. Get this design. It's a circle within a circle, a circle within a circle. Now what's really fun, oh, it's gonna make me redo those. Oh goodness. Okay, not gonna go there. We'll just do it this way. You bastard. Go to 5. Black. And so most of this is still a mystery, because I don't know exactly what it means to have this fourth one, nor what this is. And the thing that's really interesting is this is a symbol for 9. And I'll show you that here in a little bit. But I want to keep drawing this out so that you can really get the effect of what they're trying to show you. Shoot, where is it? All confused now. There it is. Is that it? Does that seem right? No, it doesn't. So it's that one, that one. Point there. Point there, point there. There we go. We'll do one more. I'm gonna drop my points in first, that way I don't screw myself. There we go. Don't know if that one made it correctly. Okay, I think that's enough. So when you zoom in really far to this, per every triangle location, you have one. Is that one thicker? That one shouldn't be, but oh well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It fills that in really nicely. Go ahead and turn that red. Make it fat. You get a really cool circling effect. You'll notice this circle here, the circle inside of it is veering to the right of that circle, the outer circle. You go in one, this one's veering to the left and the right. And then if you were to just keep drawing this out and out and out, then it would do the same. But the essence, it would seem, of this picture is not only to do it. Oh darn it, that line. Oh, it's good though. Is not only to do it on one, but to do it continually on all of them. Oh, there we go. Okay. Phew. So when you change this one to blue, make it fat, I guess. You get the same, but it's at a 45. And you do it once more. Really, it won't be once more, it'll be a few more times. Turn that one red. Make it big. It's almost like a spiral. Now, when you get here, you'll notice that these ones are red because of one of the other segments that we had done. And so, if you can think of it as a clock that refreshes each time, like if you had a wiper blade that would circle the thing over and over, and each time the wiper blade would hit one of these dual triangles, it would then make the lines the color in which the triangles corresponded to be. And if I knew how to automate the software, then I would do it for you. Or do it for myself, really. But it would just, yeah, it would look super cool. And so hopefully that gives you an idea, kind of, sort of what's going on. It gives me a vague picture because I don't know how the whole 9 fits in at all. But while I'm here, I'll show you how to make a 9. I'll zoom in. So notice that you have a triangle here, and then you have kind of these 3 circles. And so the way that you actually create the 9, zoom way out, go over here. Start like this. Get your hexagon. And really, I really don't need to draw those, actually. I can just go without those. Can I? Really? There we go, okay. So you use one triangle as a guide. I'll make this triangle green. So there's our guide triangle. And you draw another triangle, which would complete your hexagon. So what you do is, let me create the points. Because this is the guide triangle, the green, you're going to, how do you say it? You're just going to make a line from here all the way over to where this intersecting point is. There'll be a line that goes from here all the way over there, and then another one right here. So, make my points right there. Do the same thing over here, then the same thing once more right there. So it works like this. So now you have that point and that point. Because this point is a point of the fake triangle, you don't count it. So let's continue. there's that one. And this one does get a little convoluted. It is kind of hard to see it once you get it all drawn in. So there's a real point, there's a fake point, there's a real point. I have them all drawn in, I believe so. So this is not on the green triangle, not on the green triangle. It is the green triangle, so you skip it. Not green triangle. Not green triangle. Not again. This one is right here, so you skip it. Go to that one. And this one. You skip this one. Brings you all the way back. Let's minimize everything else. I guess I do want these just so I can double check myself. Right. So when you have your 9 points, let's see, 1, 2, right, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right. So the characteristic of the 9 is that on one side, or at least the way that I tell it, the way that it's easiest for me to see it, you have one side, like if you were to flip this on its top, so I guess just to make it a little bit easier, we'll do it this way. Say this is its top, and then on the bottom, it actually has 2. And there's your triangle, your guiding triangle. When you come back here, you have your triangle and your 1, 2, 3 right there. And then the shield, I actually discovered this one last night. So let me delete these. Oh, get away from it. Because I can just do this, can't I? So you do the 9-pointed flower of life. It's not a real one. And when you zoom in, you'll notice, because you can't make a 9 perfectly, like that's just the way to make it, but in geometry, from what I understand, you can't do it 100% correctly. So you get 3 that are small. 1, 2, 3. If you make a point where those intersect. Now you draw another triangle inside of that, and then you make points for each of the other larger intersecting flowers, like however you want to say it, and you connect those dots. You get something that resembles very much the shield. And so, take a little bit of head scratching on this one. But somehow the 9 fits into this. So, anyway, I'm going to keep drawing on these a little bit. And I'll do a zoom in, zoom out finale. Gotta change them all to black first. Standard size black. Oh shoot. One more. There we go. What? I guess I did do that. Size is that one 5. Size is that one 5. Must be another one drawn on top of these or something. No? Alright, anyway, whatever. Do one more. So I would argue that this is probably one of the most important things in terms of grasping the concepts. The complete fractality. It's the same over and over. There's your tunnel. Holy cow, I was zooming in for way too freaking long. There we go. Let's do a slower zoom out. Okay. Thanks for watching.